Okay, today I'm going to change the automatic transmission fluid on our 2000 Honda Odyssey. Looking at the engine, battery, behind the battery, on top of the transmission. I'm going to zoom in, you'll see a bolt right there. That's a 17mm bolt. That's the filler tube for your transmission fluid. I recommend you make sure you can loosen that before you drain anything. I had to use a 3-foot pipe extension to break the seal on that bolt. So it's loose now, so I'm going to go ahead and drain the fluid. This is pretty much everything you need right here. First, you're going to need a pan to catch the fluid, the old fluid, to recycle. You're going to need the new fluid. They don't have ATF Z1 anymore. This is from the Honda dealer here in town. It's now called ATF DW1. It's the new transmission fluid you have to use. Rubber gloves so you don't get messy. You need a 3/8 inch ratchet. This 3/8 inch right here is actually what fits directly into the drain plug. So you need one of those. You need a 17mm socket, and you can see that I've got that set up to a couple wobbly extensions, and that's so I can get in there and undo the filler port. It's a good 20 inches almost, it seems. Well, make it 15 inches from the top of the engine where you can get a clear swing with your wrench. So you need an extension to make life easy. Really, that's all you need. Okay, coming in from the front of the car, you can see the transmission here. This bolt here is your drain plug, and I've already loosened it a little. I'll try to focus a little. It's pretty much the first bolt after the plastic shield. And that is a 3/8 inch hole, so just take your socket, put it right there, and loosen. And make sure you have some sort of catch pan for the old transmission fluid. Okay. Got my catch pan set up, and my 3/8 inch drive. Gotta fit it in there. I've already broke the grip of the bolt so I can hand loosen it. Okay, thought I broke it all the way, but yeah. Did you bid on your auction? So you just keep loosening it. Huh? So you just keep loosening the bolt. That's my wife to remind me to bid on an eBay auction. Okay, here it comes. Pull it out. There we go. Warm, but not hot. So that's good. I'm going to save this bolt to show you later on. Should be about three quarts coming out of there. Coming out okay. We're going to let this drain for a few minutes. We'll come back. I'm going to show you the drain plug with the mat. Okay, all the transmission fluid is pretty much dripped out. I'll take a minute and show you the plug. Now, I bought this car used 2 years ago, and my bad, this is the first time I've changed the transmission fluid. On the plug, it actually has a magnet on the tip, and that should collect all the metal shavings that end up coming off the transmission. That's just natural. That's a good safety feature to keep the stuff from recirculating and acting as a pretty much a sandpaper to speed up the transmission's destruction. But it doesn't look too bad, honestly. I'm going to try to set this down, get a picture of it as I wipe it. Kind of looks like sludge on it. Yeah, you can see the iron shavings. Yeah, now I'll take a still picture to show you. Once I got some of the oil off of it, you can see the metal filings kind of sticking out. So we'll take a still picture here. Okay, here's my drain plug. Once it's all cleaned up, you can see it's in pretty good shape. The magnet looks fine. There wasn't a great deal of metal on there, actually kind of minimal for what I thought. I know I've driven this car 30,000 miles since I've bought it, and that is the recommended service interval for automatic transmission fluid. Start threading it back on. Hand tighten it. And I'm just going to snug it with the wrench. Okay. There we go. We'll check it for leaks here throughout the day. Make sure we got a good seal. Get a good angle at that 17mm bolt down there that we're going to loosen up. Right there in the middle. And I'll try to get the tripod set up to show you close. Okay, using my long extension with a 17mm ratchet, or excuse me, socket. Just going to feed it down there, make sure it's on top. You see, that gives me a clear room to work with my ratchet wrench back and forth. That's why I want the extension. Same wrench I just used to open up the drain port. There we go. Okay. Nice and loose. There's my wrench down there. And we're just going to open that up. Okay, that's the filler port. Okay, got the drain plug, the filler plug out. And just like we needed that 15-inch extension for the wrench to undo it, we're going to need a long, skinny funnel so we don't end up pouring the ATF all over the place. And if you don't have one, it's time to go out and spend $3 or $4 and get one. I picked this one up the other day. I think it was about $4. Let's see if it'll reach down there. Well, it'll reach. I just have to make it get to the hole. There we go. Okay. So you can see, good area for pouring up here. And it's a long, skinny there we go. A long, skinny funnel where it will go ahead and fit nicely in the hole. Last one. We'll let that one go for a minute. As I was cleaning up the filler plug, make sure it's nice and clean, to remove any shadow of a doubt. I don't know if I can get the focus on there. I don't know if I can get the focus, but yeah, you can see it. It says ATF on the 17mm filler plug. So look for that. Okay, all we got to do is button it up now. Time to play cleanup, like I tell my kids. Thread it on there to your extension. Tighten it up. Make sure you log it in your maintenance log. You're good for 30,000 miles, and you can reset your maintenance light on the dashboard. If you need to know how to do that, check out my other YouTube videos. I show you that as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Alright, today I showed you how to change the automatic transmission fluid on a 2000 Honda Odyssey. You can see if you're not videotaping or recording it or making a movie, it should take about 15 minutes start to finish. Biggest thing is to use Honda approved transmission fluid, and make sure you can open up the filler port before you drain all your transmission fluid